Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab, Bryce Miller.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go? Now it's going to be Kerry Carpenter. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line, and just foul. That's outside, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Fouled off down the right side. And that's in for a strike. And a good eye there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Caught him looking for the K. And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Keith bats left, throws right, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. There's a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in game 5 of this American League Division Series. Swing and a foul out of play. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fifth, The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That's in for a strike. Green over at first with one away. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one outside. Ball one. And there's a ball. Still only one out here in the inning. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back. And it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 4-0.
That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
One down. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball two. One out, bases empty. The 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside. 3-2 down. Headed towards the corner. Canzone on the move towards the line. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Dylan Dingler in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back at T-Mobile Park. And today's starting pitcher, Casey Mize. What do we need to know here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Now it's the DH, Randy Arozarena. That clips the corner. Inside, and the count even 1-1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And now 1-2.
Clearly is sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball there. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That one ripped. That's back there. It has the distance, gone. He made him pay for that one. His second homer of this series, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Well, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. And another ball. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So a man at first. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That's in there. Strike one. Rodriguez, the base runner at first with one out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw to second. Out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 outs, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Smoked on the ground to second. Gets it to first. That is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. The pivotal Game 5 of the Division Series. Now it's Javier Baez. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Fastball is outside.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
That misses, and now 3-0. And there's the strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Back to the top of the lineup, Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Right through there for a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Man at first, one away. Grounder might be 2. Over to Polanco. They get 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Tigers 4 and the Mariners 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first base.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that misses. 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Here's a 2-2. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of, because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss, and you go back to the dugout shaking your head.
One down, base is empty. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swung on, belted. That one carried. And it's out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His second home run of the series, and they close the gap. It's 4-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time.
Batting it, the right fielder, Victor Robles.
2 outs, base is empty. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Carpenter brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back in Seattle, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. Miller back to work. Smoked into left, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Here's Riley Green. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Keith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one clips the corner. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Digging in, Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Two outs. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Popped in the air, left field. Canzone makes the play, and that'll do it. One left for Detroit, but they still lead this one 4-2. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is out of play. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fought off foul. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Goes down looking.
Now batting, the catcher.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. Singing Game 5 an elimination spot, and the spotlight is focused on this guy.
Everybody looks to the star players in big games like this, and this is what you get paid for. Time to come through.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Now batting, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Reached on an infield single his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We played 3 here in Game 5. Tigers 4 and the Mariners 2. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
High fly ball out towards left field. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder.
And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That just misses, and the count 1-2. In the air out towards right center. Rodriguez brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
The batter, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
2 down, base is empty. So here's Baez now. He reached on a walk his first time. Baez measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Caleb Ferguson, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Jackson also throwing. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the inning, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch misses.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one ripped right center field. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 4-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Went down on strikes his first time through. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's 4-4. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone and a count 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The left fielder,
Dominic
8,
Canzone up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And that one is inside. Just missed. Swings through that.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Robles.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
A little bit high, and now 2-0. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Right through there for a strike. Struck him out looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All even now at 4 apiece.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Mariners.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th.
43.
Caleb Ferguson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Kerry Carpenter. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next pitch is outside. In the air, out towards left center. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. That one missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count is 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for the Tigers.
Go ahead, run on base. Keith getting ready to hit. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that one fouled off. Torres leads off first with 1 away. To short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On the nailer, they get 2. So they make short work of them there. Last half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 4-4. The pivotal game 5 of the division series.
The shortstop.
And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's towards center. Meadows corrals it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. They're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike one. He swings and fouls one off. Tied at 4. That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Kiter Montero getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Montero getting loose as well. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. He goes down looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still all square at 4 apiece. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Ferguson back to work. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Canzone brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Torkelson in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Base is empty, one away. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. To the right side, and that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry.
That's to third. Out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. And we are tied 4-4. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kiter Montero. He
Now
has a
54.
great slider with tons of movement.
Number 54, Peter Montero.
And the batter now,
Leading up
Julio
for the
Rodriguez.
Mariners, the
1
center
for
fielder,
2.
Julio Rodriguez.
Pulls that one foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to
No
start
matter.
the
Number
inning, and
7,
no messing around
second baseman,
either. All 3
Jorge
pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Polanco in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Tied at 4. Yeah, that's fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
No, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And up next for Seattle, Josh Naylor. Polanco on the go. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really
the
good
third
because they're
baseman,
eye level,
Eugenio
but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green settles under it, and he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now, and we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Mariners.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
26.
Emerson Hancock.
Emerson Hancock.
Here's the catcher to hit, Dylan Dingler.
Number 13.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded
Dingler.
defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Now
I love the approach he had right there with that
Parker
pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Meadows, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Man at second.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Just missed. with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the late stages of Game 5. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. Ball one there.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now the right fielder. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Torres in the box now. Takes strike 1. Go-ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Now a screamer into the outfield. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Tigers strand a pair. Score remains tied at 4. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. Montero, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they've rallied from 4 back. It's 5-4. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Victor Robles. That's down and in.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one sliced foul. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Crawford, the next to hit, takes outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
That one a little bit high. 2-0. Strike one. A little bit high maybe. And that's ball three. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Robles headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kiter Montero is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Tigers, Rafael Montero.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order. In now is the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Outside. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Runner at second, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now batting, catcher Cal Raleigh.
Down the number 2 hitter, Cal Raleigh. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Montero fires. And that is out of play. And a foul ball. First and second here, no outs.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Three and two. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Rafael Montero departs. Two-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Kyle Finnegan takes over on the mound.
Number 64.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Kyle
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Up and in, ball one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And there's a foul ball.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. First and second, two down. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive. That one not close, and it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The next offering misses, and the count is filled up. Josh Naylor would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mariners 6 and the Tigers 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Colt Keith. Foul ball there. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Riley Green now at the plate. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A towering shot. It's 6-6.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Emerson Hancock will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe
number
Spire.
55, Gabe Spire.
Now Spencer Torkelson. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Just missed. And that misses. Ball 2. And there's a ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Here's a 3-0. And that one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. 0 for 3 in this one. And fires in a fastball at 95. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now here is Dylan Dingler. Late swing, fouled off. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone. He crushes that one to center field. Second home run of the inning for him. And they take the lead. It's 8-6. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
At the plate, Parker Meadows. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball one. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Javier Baez. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. And ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-6. Back in Seattle, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the pen down there. Will Vest appears to be getting loose. Holton getting cranked up as well. Slice the other way and foul. Swings and misses. And that is strike two.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. In there for strike one. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
The tying run at the plate. That's out to center field. Could be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily. And he's there with a double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kyle Finnegan won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Tigers,
Holton comes on now.
Pretty big
87.
spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And now Dominic Canzone. That one's in there. Strike one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second and fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Now a chance for Victor Robles. And it falls. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the eighth.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Fought off foul. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third. No, he held up. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Just missed.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Snap throw to first. Robles dives back in. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
Up next for the Mariners.
Next is the designated hitter, Randy Arozarena. Now snap throw to first. Robles dives back in. To the left side, but it is well foul. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one in the air. McKinstry makes the grab, and that ends the inning. But they score twice and even it up late. We're on to the 9th now in Game 5. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Number 30, Kerry Carpenter.
Spire back to work. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Andres Munoz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Jackson also getting ready. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1.
Now
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Chopped left side. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Now batting the second baseman, Colt.
Next to hit, Colt Heath.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that's in the dirt. Base knock, center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now batting the left fielder, Riley Green.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch inside. The count now 2-2. And that one missing low.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Canzone sizing this one up, drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now
Troy
pitching for the
Melton.
Tigers, number 52, Troy Melton.
And stepping in for the
Leading up
Mariners,
for the
Cal
Mariners,
Raleigh.
the catcher.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not.
Raleigh.
He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Fouled off. He was late. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Just missed. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose out there. Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 out now.
The center fielder, number 44.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
And that one off the outside edge. All tied up here in the late stages of Game 5. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
1 down, base is empty. Jorge Polanco in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Runner takes off, and that's fouled off. 1 down, winning run on first. That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And a strike in there.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a drive. Back there. Out its way. Ball game. Another homer. And the Mariners walk it off for the win.
In the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
And this one ends the final 10-8 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.